All right, I think I'm live probably, and I need to check my Kick account. I've never streamed to Kick before, so not sure if it's going to go well or not. Yes, it's up, but there's no title on there, so I don't know. If anybody watches on Kick, that would be cool, but otherwise, we're all good. All right, let's start up some labs. And where am I already? Let's pull up that suite. Hopefully the music's not not too loud. Jesus, and there's a cat, and there's another cat. And they're going wild. Okay. Literally, as soon as I hit the live button, the cats just go mental. So all good. That's my life, basically. And as usual, good to see you, Arubius. How you doing? Happy Friday. What's up, Andrew? How you doing? Good to see you as well. Let's spin up a lab. Let me know how the sound is, because I'm not sure what the levels are like, because I mute myself. Obviously, I don't want to listen to myself talk, because that's super distracting. So, oh, am I not streaming to YouTube? I should be. Let me check, because there might be a little bit of a delay, because I only pay for like the basic level of restream. I don't pay for like the super level. So, oh yeah, no, I'm live on YouTube. Yeah, it is there. With one person watching. Hello, person on YouTube. This one. There we go. We can link you to that. Do you guys like my new backgrounds? This is quite cool. I found it on the internet, obviously. I didn't make it, but is YouTube not working? Ah, it's probably just behind. Like, I think the sometimes like restream and stuff. It could be my internet connection. I don't know. It could be the cat's fault. Maybe they chewed the cables. In fact, actually, Poppy jumped on my PC earlier, and I think she fell off the back. And then, when you unplug something and plug something back in, I just got about 6 or 7 of those in a row, and I was like, oh god, everything's broken now. But this is it. So it's all good. Mystery challenge. So we don't actually know what we need to do, except for I know that XXE is a thing. Oh yeah, I need to post a message on Discord as well to be like, hey guys, I'm live, even though a bunch of you guys are already here, which is awesome. Where's the creator chat in here we are. Now I have to bring up YouTube again. You can tell this is like the B stream because I'm not very well organized. There we go. Okay. What's up? I'm live if anyone wants. There we go. Posted. Oh, you had to reopen. Okay. I'm just going to blame YouTube. That's going to be, we'll just say that it's not my fault at all. So, all right. So, since a few people are here, heads up, I updated the XXE section on my wiki. So I spent like some time writing up this checklist, and I've started to break it down into like what the objectives of the testing is, and then like attack surface discovery, and then like how to actually go about testing, and then also proving impacts. And I think this is a really important section because sometimes we find a vulnerability, and sometimes that's fine. Like you just tell a dev and you're like, I found this, and they're like, cool, I'm going to fix it. And sometimes they're like, nope, you have to show us why it actually matters. And also in bug bounty, if you can demonstrate bigger impact, you get more payout. So there's kind of like an impact section, and then I've got like all of these examples, which have of course like collated from like different places like PortSwigger and payloads, all the things, and some of my own payloads as well. But if you like it, let me know. And if there's anything that I've missed out in here, also let me know. So let me drop this into the chat. And what's it called? Criticisms welcome. Oh, look, Pops is in her seat now. Let me switch cameras for a second. Look, there you go. I'm paying the cat tax early on in her cute little... You right there? She's like, no, get off me. She's in a weird mood today. Alright, there we go. Hopefully she'll go to sleep, but we'll see. But hopefully we can, I don't know, follow this and use this to solve some labs at some point as well. So, what is this? Zentester 2024. Is that the new password? Like for everything? Oh, Zen got a job. Nice one. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's great news. I must have missed that. Did that come up in the chat? Sorry if I missed it, but that's awesome. Like, amazing. So, oh, all right. I feel like it's been a good week, and that's a nice way to end the week, isn't it? So, yeah, I agree. It's because this 100%. Because you're awesome, man. Contingent offer is like that's good, isn't it? Like an initial offer, and then you have to kind of like figure stuff out. But that's still a awesome thing. All right, let me find some XML in this app. Is this application just going to be like completely blank? Oh, we don't have credentials. Interesting. Okay. What's going on? It should be an XXE lab. What have we got here? I wonder if it's this. Can we convert this to XML? Ooh, method not allowed. You can still technically get with a body. Bad request. Yeah, I need the product ID. Okay. I wonder if... What am I missing here in this very simple application? Okay, if I send this and then change this. Doesn't like posting, and it probably doesn't like get. Let's render this quickly. Yeah, it doesn't filter on stuff in the body. Huh. This is supposed to be an XXE lab because that's what I selected, but I wonder if it's broken. Because like I've done this before where I selected a mystery lab and I was like, oh, I want these labs, and then it just gave me something totally random. I'm suspicious of PortSwigger. What have we missed here? Feels simple sometimes, but is more hard. Yeah, I think so. What about? Because there's no functionality to play with unless I type out the name here. Oh. No, it's definitely not right. Oh look, we have to submit a solution. Ah, this could be like an out of band. So maybe we need collaborator or something like this. Maybe it's one of the out of band XXE labs. But I still don't see any XML. I'm gonna hit the objective. Induce the target web server to perform a DNS lookup. But how? This is supposed to be an XML. What's going on? Hold on, I'm gonna refresh this and see what it gives me. Whoops. Hello, kitten. The cat's like decided she wants to sit here now as well. Did we click the right thing? That's the question. Maybe I missed something in here. But we could actually, let's try. I mean, let's try and solve this lab anyway, even though it's maybe not a XXE one. Let's go for collaborator everywhere. Let's install this, because I'm a little bit lazy putting in collaborator payloads. And then all we need to do, I think, is we can just like add to scope. And then if we come to scope, let's edit this and just get rid of this on the end. Okay. And then hopefully if we click around the site, gosh, it's going really slowly, probably because I'm streaming. That's fine. Hasn't found. Oops. So the collaborator everywhere, I think if it finds something, it comes up here in the passive checks, but it hasn't found it yet. Very strange. It's supposed to be like a check stock thing here, right? Alright, I'm just gonna look at the... Oh, blind SQL injection. Why is it giving me SQL injection labs? Hold on. Let me refresh my page and get a new challenge. What is going on, PortSwigger? Let's see. Okay, oh. I think I copied the wrong link. All right, we're fine. We're good. Okay, I think this is the right lab. I was looking at some earlier, and I think I just had the wrong page open. Okay, so let's do this again. That's what I was expecting. I was like, PortSwigger did a fast one on me. They were like, haha, he wants to do XXE. Let's give him a SQL injection lab just to troll him. We could go back and solve that lab. But this is what I was looking for. I wanted to do this. Let's test the newfound checklist. So step 1, identify endpoints that can process XML, and then we want to create a working payload. And, you know, then we can like test the endpoints, and then we can do things like, can we accept XML? Review requests of proxy for XML data. Can we switch JSON to XML? Can we send SVGs? Because you can send XML in an SVG. docx, PDF files. Don't forget the content type. Get some working payloads. It's kind of an obvious step. And then like a bunch of other things. So let's see if we can get this going. That wasn't a good start, where it's just like, oh, there's nothing here to test. Oh dear. Oh, and now also I need to remove this. There we go. So that I'm not actually re-enable. That's what I wanted. Everything's going wrong today. Let's try Paris. Now I can't get traffic through Web Suite. Let's just reclose this and reopen. That's the easiest way to solve this issue. I feel like that's a bug. Just taking it out and re-enabling traffic, and then it's still not proxying traffic. I probably need to update my Web Suite. Yeah, when in doubt, I blame PortSwigger or my cat. It's all good. And yeah, it's definitely a Friday thing, that's for sure. All right, let's try this again. Oh no, what was the... Here we are. Okay. So we don't know what the objective is, but we do know that it's XXE. This is the level of challenge I'm opting for. So at least now, like, we have, you know, we kind of know what we're testing. All right, let's send this to repeater. Okay, so I suppose let's just test for like standard XXE first, I think. So if we go raw, hello kitten, are you comfy? She's like rolling around on my lap, trying to get comfortable. Let's just do like, for example, we can do doc type. So this is like the DTD, and that's the document type definition, if I recall. And in here we can like basically declare like variables. They're called entities, but they're essentially variables, and then we can pull in like data from different places to set the value. So if I just call this like XXE, for example, and then do like system, we can do like etc passwd, and hopefully when this gets referenced, it will be the value of etc passwd. So let's try that, and I think we just go and XXE like this. This might throw an error because it's supposed to be a product ID, but yeah, we get invalid product ID. But maybe we need it here. No worries. Enjoy your meeting. I don't have so many meetings these days, so I'm kind of lucky. I used to average like, you know, 10 or 12 per day, but these days life is good. All right, so this gets invalid. So this could be blind XXE, because usually, like especially with PortSwigger, if you get it and it throws an error, it like prints out the data anyway. So let's try with collaborator. http:// paste. Aha, yeah. So this is like blind XXE. And does that just solve the lab? Yeah, that's it. We did it. All right, that's it. Stream over. So this was just find the blind XXE, I think. And that's it. So reveal objective. Oh, you can't reveal the objective now. Yeah, the mystery labs are definitely like a little buggy. There we go. So induce the target to perform a DNS lookup to that, and that's it. Okay, cool. And this is the full lab description. I think it's my internet is actually really slow. That's probably what's happening. Yeah, blind XXE with out-of-band interaction. Nice. All right, let's do another one. I'm hoping that we get one that's like tricky, but not expert level. Yeah, we've got the same here. Okay. Let's try this one as well then. I might actually just take the same payload and see what happens. So if we just come to here and steal this payload, let's see what happens on this one. Oh, entities are not allowed for security reasons. Oh, did you miss the solution? I just basically did like a standard XXE before. So actually I have this. I think the payload is on here. So it's basically this one, but instead of like etc passwd, I just put in, here it is, like the collaborator payload. This is the exact payload that I used, and it just made a call to collaborator, and that was all we needed to do. So it's just like blind XXE basically. Blind XXE, like in the real world, is actually really difficult because most of the time it doesn't lead to anything. It's like, oh yeah, cool, I can create requests, but how do you actually get anything out of that? It's like, it's generally, I mean, not always, but like at least 50% of the time kind of useless when you find it. So blind XXE is like hard to demonstrate an impact for sure. All right, so entities are not allowed for security reasons. So we can't use this entity here. I'm going to actually make this a little bit bigger, this text, because it's hard to see. Let's go. Oh no, this is the user interface. I want to do this one. Let's go 24 on this. There we go, that's a little bit better. Probably easier to see. All right, so instead of this, what we want to do is, I think we need to be like percentage XXE here or something like this. So this is a, what's it called? Parameter entity? Let me check my wiki. Oh yeah, parameter entities. Okay. So let's take this example and do this, and then put our collaborator address in here, and then just remove this old one. Now again, like, the downside to this is we can only really make calls to stuff, and we can achieve server-side request forgery with XXE, which is sometimes quite useful. But a lot of the time, it's like, how dangerous is blind XXE? I don't know, 50-50. Ooh, XML passing error. That's not entirely good. Hey, what's up, Omid? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see people coming in from LinkedIn. I wonder how, I don't know how many people are viewing from LinkedIn at the moment. I can see, it says 50 viewers, which is awesome. Like, I usually only get 10. So hello to all 50 people. How are you all doing? XML passing error, rip. But actually maybe, maybe we need to, I don't know. Maybe this is it. Oh yeah, that's it. So again, right, so this lab, we can make requests and we can see them in here. So you can see them coming in. So this is the request to collaborator. It's cool that we get like some headers and stuff. So we can see like information from the server. And then this is the response. And we could use this to achieve server-side request forgery. But again, that's quite limited in terms of like, I'm not stealing user data. And unless there's like maybe dev systems that are in the DMZ that I can talk to, maybe it's like, I don't know. I feel like SSRF is tricky and less fruitful than all the hype was worth a little while ago, because everybody got crazy about server-side request forgery for a while and then realized it's like a lot of the time not really worth anything. All right, that's 2 labs down. Let's try another one. If it doesn't give us a good one, I'll just pick a fun one and we'll do it. Or I might just do any lab, because if we get bored of XXE, we can just do anything. Oh, good question. Is it necessary to get Burp Suite Pro for beginners? No, I don't think so. I think there are some great alternatives. So like, if you need to fuzz, you can use like FFUF, for example. And this isn't rate limited. And in Burp Suite as well, if you can't, if you're annoyed that the intruder is being rate limited, you can use Turbo Intruder. And it requires a little bit of Python knowledge, but honestly, like, for example, if I pull this up and install this real quick. I say quick, it's taking a while. And then we come to like repeater, and let's say, okay, we want to send this to extensions, send to Turbo Intruder. Like, yeah, you might look at it and be like, oh, there's loads of code and stuff, but honestly, like, it's really simple to use. All you need to do is put your loop in here, or use one of like the loads of examples. So I always use this basic one. And here, for word in this dictionary, so you can just define your dictionary, it queues up things, and then you just need to like replace something. So like here, I think you just do %s, for example, and then you can set the string in here, and then away you go. So like the basic use of Turbo Intruder is pretty good. So I don't think you necessarily need Collaborator, Burp Suite Pro. And instead of Collaborator, you can use webhook.site, for example. I use this a lot in my training. So like if you curl this endpoint, you can, you see that we can see incoming requests. So you don't necessarily need like Collaborator. The only time you actually need Collaborator is when you're doing the PortSwigger labs, because they're not allowed to reach out to the internet. So that's kind of, that's kind of annoying. But honestly, like, you can get by, and you can always use Kaido as well. So Kaido is quite a cool tool. Let's Google quickly this one. So I did a video on this, which is this is a fun tool. I haven't seen I don't know what the recent updates are, but I've been meaning to go back and using Kaido for a little bit, but yeah, wonder what's on their roadmap. It's integrated into ChatGPT as well, which is quite cool. So when you see a request or like an attack or something, or some weird behavior, you can just be like, send to ChatGPT, and then it explains everything for you, which is quite nice. So this is cool. No, like if Burp Suite Community Edition is like rate limited, and you can use FFUF as an alternative, if that makes sense. So FUF is not rate limited, if that makes sense. Oh no, you have to press the bell icon. I don't know. I'm streaming to a few different platforms, so maybe like YouTube was being a bit funny earlier. So, but don't worry, because actually you missed like 20 minutes of just trying to figure out PortSwigger labs being weird. So, so it's all good. let's give this next lab a go. All good. Where are we now? So, oof, look at this. It's poor potato. What a waste. This button doesn't work. My internet's so slow. Oh yeah, if you're on the if you have local access, then yeah, this is also legit. Like if you're working on like TryHackMe or something. And to be honest, when we were doing pen testing before, I had my own EC2 instances, and I basically just used those because like webhook.site, I'm not sure I trust them not to log all of the data going to it, so it's better to use your own like personal instance. But the free tier EC2 instances are fine. Just spin up a web service and then you're good to go. And you have like a internet facing IP. Oh, did you put a question? Oh no. Maybe somebody banned you. Or you got put on the naughty step, I don't know. Would you consider the ability to waste large amounts of server-side resources as a more significant impact? So given server usage equals cost pretty directly. Yeah, I suppose it kind of depends. Like, I have seen this once or twice. I haven't really seen this in terms of cost before, where I've reported something and been like, this is going to cost you loads of money if I just keep hammering your web service. But I have seen it where I've seen it in two cases. Okay, so one case was when I was working on a pen test, and the application had to do some check with a third party, like an identity check, and every identity check cost like 10 cents or something, or like 10 pence. And then obviously the company was just paying for that, and so you could actually just keep creating dummy accounts, and then it was sending these identity checks which were being charged to the company. And then of course you could be like, oh well, if I send like 10 million, you're going to get a huge bill, if that makes sense. So I found that as an issue. They didn't seem too worried about it, but then they just put more like strict email validation on it. So it'd be a little bit tricky. You had to validate an email before you could then do it. But of course, there's things like 10-minute mail and stuff, or if you own a mail server and a domain, you can easily create millions of emails. And then the other one is heavy endpoints. So I found endpoints before that are obviously like really compute intensive, and then been like, if I just refresh this page a lot, your server's going to die. But I've never found anybody who's that concerned with like the scaling cloud costs. That's not to say it doesn't happen, but yeah, it's interesting one there. Regarding the XXE requests. Yeah, I don't think it's going to create that much traffic though. Like, because it's just like it's just like HTTP requests. So they're quite lightweight. So I can't imagine it being, you might be able to achieve denial of service, but it depends on the situation, I think, for sure. But it's something to think about. Yeah, whenever you test an application, like edge cases like that are definitely, definitely worth considering. This, I think, is like a cheeky hidden XXE. So one of my things, and I talk about this in the course, is that whenever you see like JSON or like a form, you should try submitting XML and see whether the application accepts it. And it's like a hidden attack surface, because a lot of frameworks and stuff will accept XML and process it, and nobody's checked it because like it hasn't been pen tested, because like the front end application doesn't send that type of data. So this is a really important lesson, especially for bug bounty. And how come I'm not on the TCM channel? I got fired. No, I didn't really. I'm just streaming on my own channel today. So Wednesdays are like the TCM stream, but I like to do my own streams from time to time as well. I used to stream quite a lot before I started at TCM, and then I just streamed at TCM because I was streaming every week, and it's something that I've been meaning to get back to, like time and time again, but I just you know what life's like when you're like, oh, I should do this and I should stream more and I should study more and I should do more programming and you know, and then it just doesn't happen because, you know, life gets in the way. But I thought I'd do a nice Friday stream. Don't know if you can see, but my Elfie's head is just here. She's like trying to chew my finger. Let me switch to the I can switch to the look at Pops, she's so sleepy. And then Elfo is like right here. I'm gonna say hello. I'm gonna purr. Elfo doesn't purr much, but Pops does. So there we go. Oh dear. Does the course have a name? Yeah, it's gonna be practical web hacking. And it's gonna be like, it's kinda like intermediate tier, so it's at a level where you've got the basics down, you know, kind of like you know how to like do basic SQL injection, you know how to like fuzz stuff. Beyond that, it kind of dives more into like how the technology works, how SQL works, blind attacks, edge cases, race conditions, other stuff. So it's like, I think it's like intermediate. And then what I'm planning to do is create more advanced modules going forward, like which are deep dives onto topics to be like, okay, if you really want to understand this topic in a lot of detail, then here's like 4 hours of like edge cases and other stuff. So it's kind of like building up to that, if that makes sense. But yeah, practical web hacking, I think is, don't quote me, it might change, but I think that's what we're going with. So yeah. Ooh, PJPT, good luck. Yeah. Any last minute tips? So I actually never took the PJPT. I just did the PMPT, but I think that given it's probably on the same like ethos. Don't overthink things. Don't be like, oh, there's this crazy CVE that doesn't have, you know, an exploit and you've got to create one from scratch or something stupid like that. It's going to be like misconfigurations. It's going to be like, you know, stupid stuff. Don't forget to loop machines. Don't forget to think like, what are the users doing on the system? It's going to be stuff like that, if that makes sense. It's going to be like realistic stuff. So, you know, think about the environment. And I'm not sure if I'm kind of giving you the answers because, like I say, I don't know the answers to the exam because I didn't take it. But yeah, I don't overthink it. Look for and the course material as well. Do the things that you learned in the course, and then you know, and then once you pop a shell or find something, think, okay, what can I go and find information on this machine? What's on the desktop? What's on the mail server? Is there an SSH key somewhere? Are there clear text passwords in emails and stuff like that? And you know, things like this. I don't know what she's doing. That she's like upside down now. You good? What are you doing? Elfie likes to be cradled like a baby for some reason. This is. Oh yeah, here you go. So pH is all you need. So all good. I think so. I think this is the way to go. All right, let me convert this quickly to. Is there a convert to? Oops. There should be an extension like convert to XML. So we've got content type converter. I wonder if we can do XML. Maybe it's just this one. Yeah, let's install this. I used to use this one quite a lot. Hey, nice one, Lewis. Good job passing the PMPT. That's solid work. It's not an easy exam, and I think I'm not sure if I'm allowed to tell you what the pass rates are, but it's, you know, like it's not clean sailing. You have to put in the work for sure. And so yeah, solid. And yeah, enjoy the web app stuff. Obviously, you know, swing by on the live streams if you have questions about the courses and stuff. I can talk all day about web apps because that's all I do with my life. Is talk about application security because it's the best. So convert to XML. Nice. Okay, so here, right, we had this request, and I'm going to do this again because this is really important. So install the content type converter thing, right, and then just right click extensions, convert to XML. And one thing that you need to check is that it did actually change the content type here, because if this still says like form blah 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 whatever it is, if I come back, no, they're all XML. Then this is important, is all I'm saying, is all I'm trying to say. Okay, so we've got the missing parameter product ID, but it seems like it's happy to accept XML, so that's something. Maybe this is the problem. So maybe let's get rid of this and this. No, it doesn't like this. Don't know what the standalone is, so let's get rid of that. Let's see. What was the original request? Product ID and store ID. But we want it to be like this. Maybe we need to add something around it. It's definitely the same name. Oh, Practical Bug Bounty presented multiple vulnerabilities for each lab. Should we expect the same for the web app pentest course? It's not quite the same because I'm utilizing a lot of the PortSwigger labs for the upcoming course, which I did want to build everything from scratch myself, but the time was just like to build all of the labs. It would take a very, very long time. It would probably be like another 6 months until it gets released, and so better for me to release more content quicker, if that makes sense. So in most cases, there's only one vulnerability per lab, but what I've done is I've done a lot more walkthroughs. So like done some theory and then walking through like a simple example, talked about the edge cases, and then set exercises to do afterwards. So yeah, I think that there's probably like, when you're doing the labs, yeah, you have to kind of hone in on like a single issue and then be able to exploit it, which is maybe in some ways more realistic because a lot of issues are like an edge case and it's obviously been overlooked. And then sometimes some applications are just wild where you can just go to town and like there are so many issues in them. So I'd say it's a little bit of a mixture. If you're stuck on the look through the course again and watch the videos as you test. I feel like this is, yeah, I mean, you've got time to do it. How long do you get for the PJPT? 2 days? Is it 2? 48 hours? And then like 2 days reporting or something like this? All right, let's get this working. So I feel like maybe we need, let's grab this payload here and just try. No, it still doesn't like this product ID. Interesting. Maybe this, I'm not sure what order the headers need to be in. This seems quite low down for me. So let's get rid of the doc type. Maybe it just wants a single parameter. Or maybe it doesn't want this at all. Oh, it's got payload in it. I probably should have. It really doesn't like this. I wonder why. Let's just change this to foo. Maybe it's going to be lowercase. It's interesting that it's giving me missing parameter rather than like invalid parameter or like an error. Let's have a look at this. I feel like one of these payloads should work. Let's try with a completely clean. Whoops. Let's put that in here. And then let's get rid of this car set. Application XML. You know what? Maybe it's like an out of band. What's it called? Parameter rather than this. Where did all these come from? Tricky. I wonder why it's not accepting this. Yeah, I think this is the case. This is one of the important things that we think about is that you shouldn't have to go, like, obviously it helps if you read around the topic to solidify it, but, you know, what you see is what you get, which is, I think, important. For sure. All right, I'm going to try and do this manually instead of... So let's change this to XML. Instead of using the converter, even though I've been like, oh, the converter is awesome. Let's try... Still get missing. Oh, did that just do it? No. Why is it not working? What's going on? What are the... Ah, this is it. There you go. So yeah, 2 days to do it, and then 2 days. And the pH is like... Obviously, if you're doing the exam, you can skip the web app section, but don't skip the web app section if you have the time to do it, because the web app section is important. Where's the X include? Did I not include X include on here? Parameter entities. I don't think I included X include. Okay, fine. Looks like we're going to... Okay, I need to add this to my thing. Payloads, all the things. X include. This might be helpful. Let's just search for :xi. Okay, here we are. X include attacks. Let's try this. And this is right. So this attack here. If your application is blocking external entities, you can use X include because it's part of the XML specification, but you have to reference, if I recall, this this address here, the w3.org/2001/X include. I'm not sure if it works if this is blocked, so might be something to, you know. Let's try this. No, still nothing. Oh, did I do this? Are you sure? Like, there was a parameter in here, and we still get missing. I probably did do this. I probably did miss it like a few different times. But I'm pretty sure I also sent requests with it. With a, what's it called? Maybe we need something like, maybe it's something weird like this. No, it's not, because we're trying to pass XML, so. Or, I wonder if we can pass XML in the actual request. This would be tricky. There we go, got it. That was okay. We went into a bit of a rabbit hole there, and I'll explain why. Because I was being very clever, trying to tell everybody how you can find hidden attack surface by converting requests to XML and then seeing whether the application accepts it. But in this case, I probably should have realized sooner that when we do convert this to XML, it doesn't like this. It doesn't like this at all. But the application does still accept XML. Here, it's just that obviously we needed to put this in as part of the parameter. And so we needed to send the original payload as a parameter and then include the XML as the value. And then obviously this gets processed and we get this value here, this result here, the etc passwd file, and then we're all good. So interesting, tricky lab, that one. I need to add this to my checklist because I don't think this is on here, like adding a payload to a parameter value and to achieve XXE. So yeah, I just learned something new, which is nice. Oh, I finished the old PEH course probably a year or more ago. Just went through it this weekend, watched the updated AD and then the web app caution. Super great stuff. Yeah, nice. Awesome. If you have the subscription to the Academy, the practical bug bounty kind of builds on top of the PEH course as well. So I added a bunch of extra labs and I go into a little bit more detail. So yeah. So all good. Is this a framework bug? Yeah. So I feel like it's not necessarily a bug because a lot of the frameworks are designed to be able to handle XML. And so like you can throw JSON at it, you can throw XML at it, and it will handle it okay. And I think if you overlook the fact that you can do things like define external entities within that, and the framework will just process it, I think that's an oversight from the developer's perspective. But also, you could say that, hey, that shouldn't be a feature that's like switched on by default, for example. So when you're using a framework, it should be clear that, you know, it'll process data in a certain way. So I feel like it's 50-50. It's kind of an overview, an oversight from the engineering team that are using the framework, but also the framework needs to make it clear, like, you know, this is going to happen if you know, it supports all of these extra technologies without you having to do anything by default. So that's a tricky one. But you're right, like it seems weird that a developer would let XML through, and that's the funny thing here is that I think that they don't know. A lot of times when we find XXE, it's because the team didn't know that the framework or the application supported XML. They were like, oh, you sent some XML. Why are you doing that? That's like, our application uses JSON. Well, why is that going on here? So yeah, this is this catches a lot of people out, which is cool. Add it while it's fresh. Yeah, let me. I'm not signed in on my VM to here, but let me add this quickly. Where should we add this? In fact, let's grab that payload. And let's just add this as like a... and then we'll clean it up later. So if you're on here, I'm going to add it down here as a reference payload. And then... So can we include XML as a parameter value? And then I'm just going to cut it down a little bit, make it XML, and then param equals, and then merge. And then if we refresh on here, hopefully, there we go. Oh wait, no, it's not there yet. Let's cache refresh. Why is it not there yet? Oh, where's it gone? Include XML. Yeah, it should be there now. It might take a minute to like publish the changes. Yeah, it's probably going to be there in like 5 or 10 minutes because it's got to go to the app and then update and then push changes to live. So let's see. All right, what are we doing? Let's go for the next one. And it's taking its time to load. While it's loading, you can see Poppy, who's she's fast asleep now. Sometimes she starts running in her sleep, which is quite funny, and she'll start like making chirp noises, as though she's trying to like entice a bird. All right. Let's see what we've got on this one. Came back in time for cats. Yeah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Let's check stock. Oh, this might be one of the simpler ones. So, let's do our basic. I'm going to switch this to raw. And then let's do our doc type. Foo, and then let's throw in an entity like this, XXE, and then let's just do system etc pass_wd, and then we want a and XXE like this. So entities. Maybe we did this lab already. Entities are not allowed for security reasons. So instead of doing that, let's do... wait, how do we do this? So we do percentage space. And then, is it out here? Or is it after here? I always forget. I think it's here. We do percentage XXE. Hold on. Where's the out of band one? This is in band. How do we do it out of band? Did I update the blind XXE yet? Oh, this is what, yeah, this is it. Okay. So blind XXE using the outer bound with XML parameter entities. I always forget the name of these. So let's paste this. Yeah, I was right with the percentage sign at least. Let's copy to clipboard. And then paste in here. XML passing out, but I think if this is this is the lab we've done before. I think we've done a few. I'll do like a completely random lab next because this is just the same one we did earlier. So the downside of doing like topic-based mystery labs, unfortunately. Ah, hey man, how's it going? Long time no see. How you doing? How's life? Back in the US now, right? One of my friends from Japan. It's been ages since we chatted. I should get an external cat cam. Yeah, I do have a bunch of other cameras that I don't really use. And I should mount them somewhere so that we can, you guys can just watch the cats instead of me. I'll just leave it going 24 hours a day and just have a little webcam on Poppy, and then, maybe I can retire live cat stream 24/7. That should be a thing. Right, so what are we doing now? Okay, let's just do like any random lab. This might take a while, and I'm definitely going to get stuck, so just a heads up. So enjoy watching me suffer. That's it. All right. What is this? Oh, somebody wants to. Hold on. How do I ban this person? Add to block. There we go. Get out. Oh, nice! Finally upgraded the bike. What did you get? Or did you just upgrade the bike that you've got? I can't remember what you were riding before. I remember the rim brakes, but that's the only thing I remember. I don't remember the model. I'm still on my track, which is nice. I haven't been out this year though. Honestly, the weather's been terrible, so I've just been doing lots of indoor bouldering, and that's it. All right, so. Okay. Pull a trash puppy. What is a trash puppy? What's that? Is that like a famous streamer or something? For this one, I'm actually going to clear. Let's clear everything. And, whoops. Take a look around. Looks like we don't have anything too interesting. I don't see the infamous welcome back message, and there's no home message, so maybe we have injection on the product ID. Let's also switch this on. Oh, this might be okay, so this might be LFI or RFI. Local file inclusion, remote file inclusion, or it might be injection here. So let's quickly have a look at this. So we'll send this to repeater, and what we want to do is look at the content length. So we've got 4838, and then if I do like and 1 equals 1 dash dash space dash, and just make sure we just get invalid product ID. Okay. Maybe. So don't think this is injection. Do we need to URL encode this? Probably not. No, so I don't think this is injection because it's just giving me invalid on anything I do. So let's try for file inclusion. Okay. InfoSec streamer as well. Accepted. Nice, that's awesome. Very, very cool. I might recognize them. I'm not very good with names. So, yeah, maybe it's that. Let's try, oh, this is, why is it var dub images? Let's just go. Missing parameter file name. Do we need to go back down again? That's the question. Because we might need this in the no such file. Oof. What are some different ways we can fuzz for? What if we do this instead? There we go. Easy peasy. Gosh, I forgot about this lab. It's been so long since I've done it. I feel like I overlooked the var dub. This was the real obvious giveaway. And then I spotted it and I was like, oh yeah, this is like really obvious file inclusion. So nice. All right. Does that actually solve the lab? Yes, it does. Let's do another one. Whoops. You're over on Twitch. Nice. I'm not sure how many viewers there are on each platform. I can see we have quite a few on Twitter, a few on YouTube, a few on Twitch. I don't know. I'm really curious to know how Kick is doing, because like I just signed up a Kick account and was like, hey, I'll just stream on here as well. And I wonder if there are any viewers. I have 0 followers on Kick, and I have 1 viewer, and I think that's me because I loaded up my own streams. So that's it. That's normal though. Streaming to myself is something that I used to do quite a lot. You got a giant TCR Advanced Pro Disc. Nice. Okay. Yeah, sticking with the Giants. They're pretty good bikes, I think. So good choice for sure. All right, so let's take a look at this lab. So let's take a look here first. Ooh, it looks like we can leave comments. Okay, let's go test at test.com. And I always leave the website blank on PortSwigger. All right, so let's check for XSS, I think. We should actually also leave a website, because if I recall, one of them's like an open redirect, but it's like there's some JS in here, which is quite tricky to figure out, and you get DOM-based open redirect, which is annoying to figure out and exploit. Yeah, it might be that. Okay, let's take a look. No, it's not. Okay, that's fine. It's not open redirect. Okay, let's just try WhatsApp. Just see whether we can get HTML injection to work. No, it looks like it's being escaped properly, which is annoying. Probably not XSS. What else? We could test this for SQL injection as well. Although, if I recall, if I'm going to metagame this, I don't think any of the SQL injection labs have this comment thing. I know because I've done all of the labs. And so I don't think we're going to find SQL injection here, just to save some time. But if we get stuck, we might come back and check that because I could be wrong. Let's see if we have creds. Which we do. Oh, 4-digit security code. Okay. This might be a, what's it called? Authentication lab, authentication bypass. How do we know what our security code is? Is it on the exploit server? I don't want to click any of these wrong because it will tell us like what the lab is, but email client. Here we go. Okay. There it is. And our code. Oh, this might also be a race condition lab. Okay. Yeah. And our email is this. All right. Let's log out. Let's take a look and see what's going on in here. So we've got post login with our creds. So let's highlight this. And then this is fine. We get 302 found. Interesting that it sets the cookie here, Vina, which is like a little bit strange. And then we've got login 2. And this is where we're submitting the MFA code. But we've still got this here. Okay. So what I might do is try and tamper. Okay. Maybe we just need to... Okay, let's come to my account. Oh, Zwift. Yeah, I haven't been on Zwift in ages. I need to set up my my trainer again. It's been a while. But I'm totally down. Do you still have Viber? Or because I don't think I've got Line at the moment. You have to figure out because I don't know. I'm still using Viber because everybody in Japan uses Viber, right? So Viber and Line. Hold on, I can't even remember what messaging apps I have these days. Viber, Line, Telegram, Signal. I haven't used Signal in about 3 years. There's a bunch of others on there, which I never look at. All right, so here, I want to capture this request and try and change this. Hey, what's up, Chameleon? How you doing? Good to see you. Oh yeah, if we're connected on Discord, I'm a little slow on Discord because I have my notifications switched off because I get a lot of messages from like the TCM Discord, so not to brag, but you know, lots of people trying to message me. No, I'm kidding. But I muted it because I do get like a lot of spam on there. So, but if we're already connected, then it should pop up, I think. But if it doesn't, then text me or LinkedIn. I check my LinkedIn every so often. Let's turn intercept on, and then let's turn intercept off. And then go to we want to come to the email client again, which is the most recent one, this one, 1145. And then we'll come here, get ready, intercept on, log in. And then I think we want to change this to Carlos. And then just let this fly. Ah, incorrect security code. That's a shame. I thought that was going to work. Okay, let's come back and have a look at this again. If I recall, some of these labs are tricky because you have to like get Carlos to log in first. But we also have an exploit server, so we might have to, I don't know, figure out a way to deliver an exploit to Carlos. We might need, okay, so I think we actually need to send this with Carlos to make sure that Carlos actually has a valid token and is able to log in, if I recall. This is a tricky lab, this one. I remember spending so long on it and then being really angry with the result and being like, that's not realistic. No way. Why did you not just make it so Carlos like is ready to log in? Because it's really confusing. Okay, let's come back to here. And let's try this again. So paste this. Proxy intercepts. Switch this on. Log in. And then verify Carlos. So much ping and pong. No, still getting valid code. Maybe we can brute force the code? Is making user interaction difficult when making a HackTheBox? I think it is, especially if you're doing stuff like cross-site scripting, because as soon as you start trying to like forward the user and doing stuff like that, it breaks everything. So, but what I did is when I was building labs with user interaction, I would just like clean out the database every like 20 seconds or 30 seconds or something, so it wouldn't get clogged up. I wouldn't say it's like, it's not impossible, it's just a little bit like finicky. Like, it's just annoying to get it to work properly. Let's try... wait, this post here. Yeah, let's try... Okay, let's send this to Intruder. And let's brute force this. And then let's do... Wait, are we doing... Yeah, we want Carlos. And then if we do character substitution, no, not character substitution, brute forcer, and then we want 0 to 9, min length, max length. This is better than doing numbers because obviously like you can then get like 0001, for example, 0002. Let's just try this, see what happens. Yeah, I was thinking this, but I think the what I was also thinking is like whether I could just send like any valid MFA code for Carlos and see whether that logs me in. Obviously there's like a session token here, so I'm not sure. I think this is the way. I think you're spot on. Yeah, it looks like this is it. All right, let's grab this. And then I've seen this so many times. So we want to go to my account, right? But we're not logged in. Oh. Okay, let's just go here. Let's Control-Shift-C, application, cookies. Here. Paste this. Refresh. There we go, we're in. We're in as Carlos. Nice, yeah, brute forcing. I've found this a few times on a few different applications where you can just brute force MFA codes. It's super common. I feel like a lot of companies just add MFA because they have to, but they don't really implement it properly. Nice, that was a cool lab. That's like Definitely one of the best apps. Apart from the quirk where you actually do need to send this this request here. If you don't send this to and like generate the token, which I suppose like in hindsight makes sense, you just generate the token and then log in, but it's an easy oversight to make, so it's easy to get distracted. Uh-oh. All right, that's it for the stream, everybody. I've got to go. How you doing, Adriana? Good to see you. Hanging out. You see, if you work UK time zone, you wouldn't be working right now because it's like it's Friday evening, so you're all good. Oh dear. This is me I'm just chilling while everybody else at TCM is hard at work. So hey, what's up, Mary Ellen? How you doing? Hope you have a great weekend as well. Get some hiking in for sure. All right, let's pull up another lab. Yeah, this is it. This is it. EU time zone's the best. It's actually really useful because sometimes I'm collaborating with like people in like East Asia, and then sometimes I'm collaborating with people in the US, and I'm like in the middle. And so for me, it's like I can talk to everyone at any time, and that's it. So it's nice to be somewhat in the middle. Let's pull up the next lab. Here we go. Nice, thank you, Dev. Hopefully you have a great evening as well. All right, let's take a look at this. So, oh, what is this? Heresy. Waterproof tea bags. I suppose, actually, maybe this is genius because maybe during transit your tea bags get wet because like they're in like a cardboard box and the truck, you know, wades through a river or something. You don't want your tea bags to be ruined. And so what you can do is just get like a little sieve and then just snip it open, pour the tea leaves in, and you're good to go. You don't need like actual tea bags. You can just use a sieve. This is a genius invention. Like, obviously it's meant to be a joke, but I think it's like actually good. All right, let's take a look at this. This might be an XXE lab. Not sure because okay. Let's grab our payload that we tried before. This one. Collaborator, copy. Ooh, invalid product ID, but did we get a request? No. So this might be, Oh. This might be XXE, but it might be something else because I'm just doing like any random lab at the moment. So yes, patent and make millions. That's what we need to do. Whoops. I've just lost my chat. Hold on. Where am I? There we go. It's back. Okay. We rioted over tea once. And now we get tea bags every time we go to the grocery store. What do you mean rioted over tea once? Like leaf tea or like loose tea? Is this... I don't know what's going on. Yeah, we get invalid product ID. I have a feeling this is going to be a difficult one. Okay, so let's think about all the XXE attacks we can do. Let's see if we can make it take some XML. Oh, actually, you know what we didn't do is I converted it to XML, but then that changed the content type. Let's see if this works. No. Oh god, there's so much happening about tea. What do I think of sweet tea? What is sweet tea? Is that tea with sugar? It should be illegal, I think. I would accept a dictator that, like, you know, made it an offense to drink tea with sugar and put people in jail for it. I shouldn't joke about dictators, but you know, here we are. I wonder if this is... So 6654. Ooh, invalid ID. Oh no, did you... I mean, luckily I can't really read very well. I just kind of like, words just appear. And so, like, if it had typos in it, then I probably didn't spot them. So you're all good. Oh no, what is this? People talking about Argave tea. What is Argave tea? I don't think I've had this. Let's go on a tangent. What is this? It just looks like juice. This isn't real. It's not real tea. What is this like? What's that drink you have at like weddings in the summer? Pims. This looks like Pims. Oh no, I saw the card before I went on live stream. I can't do stuff like that on live stream because I'll just cry. Nobody wants to see me cry, so. What is going on with this? Let's see. If you haven't used DOM Invader before, it's pretty cool. I'm just going to see whether we have any DOM issues that it picks up. No, it just goes. I want it to, like... okay. I don't think it's going to work in this case. Poor DOM Invader. That's not very interesting. And this is the question of the day. Is Adriana, are you streaming tonight? What's happening? When are you gonna invite me on your stream? Can I join? You wanted to see me cry, that's the point. Oh dear. Oh, could not check stock levels. This could be dangerous here. Okay. What is going on here? Document.getElementID, stock check form, add event listener, submit, fine, no problem, okay. Check stock, tries equals 0, method header, window content type, body is the payload data then. Could not fetch stock levels. Why is it? Okay. What happens when we do this? Oh, but this is the stock levels, not the product ID. I don't think this is... I mean, we could obviously intercept the response and change it, but I don't think that looks dangerous to me. Might be stuck here for a while. Let's, while we do this, let's just do a quick active scan on this, see what happens. We don't want anything up here because that's to do with the lab. Okay. Not sure on this one. We could try a little bit of SQL map on this. Let's see if this finds anything. Let's just do batch. And while that runs, we can check in with the chat. I'll be asleep. Rip me. I'll be asleep like the kittens. Can you see it? Hold on. Look at how sleepy she is. No. And the other one is here. Like in a little donut. Let me lift her up. Oh, there we go. Hello, kitten. Let me hide this. And then you can see Sleepy Alpha. Look how good she is. Oh, Pops is awake now. Sorry, kitten, I woke you up just for like, you know, to use you on my stream, and that's it. You can go back to sleep now. Oh yeah, she doesn't mind. As long as I rub her chin, she doesn't care. Whoops. All right. Product ID does not seem injectable. Oof. This is tricky. Okay. Let's see. We might have to try and find a hint for this one, if we can't find it. I feel like we've overlooked something. Let's come back to the application. I'm just going to close this. Let's come home. Yes, this is definitely happening. You can assemble some people. I still think like Among Us is probably going to be like the most fun. I feel like, have we overlooked something? Maybe I'm not fully understanding this. Window.content type equals this. Wait, return new URL search params data.toString. Okay. So does that mean if we do this? No. I think I've seen this before, but maybe it's the store ID. Aha, there it is. When we pass store ID up here, it gets reflected down here. Right, how did I miss that? Alright, okay, so add event listener. Fine. What am I missing here? Ah, here it is. Okay. Yeah. Gosh, I'm super blind today. Okay, so var stores equals London, Paris, Milan. And the store equals new URL search parameter window.location.search.get store ID. Okay. Document.write. Yeah, I've definitely seen this lab before. And then this is dangerous because we're basically appending the variable. This is a DOM issue. Is it a DOM issue? Because like it's going to the server and coming back, but whatever. And then this is being appended. So what can we do with this? We could probably get cross-site scripting, I think. Okay. Ooh, okay. Do we need to close this first? Oh yeah, we do. Well, that's a start, I suppose. Hey, what's up, Malwa Cube? Good to see you. How you doing? How was your first couple of weeks at TCM? Hopefully I'm not outing you. That's Andrew, Malware Cube. For anyone who didn't know, he's like sneaking in with his secret name. I suppose it's not a secret actually, because you go like publicly on. It's on all your socials, right? So what am I even saying? I can't even remember. Oh dear. All right. So what I think we need to do here is we can get our payload into here. We probably just need to close the select statement before we try and get our payload to execute. So I actually covered this in the course. All different like contexts of XSS. So if you're like inside element values or like attribute values, sorry, or if you're inside like an HTML tag, or if you're inside like JavaScript, how to like break out and get execution. So let's try closing this. Ah, there we go. Okay, nice. But we need to submit a solution. Oh no, we don't. We solved the lab. Nice. Easy peasy. Oh yeah, I doxed him. It's all good. If you haven't already, Andrew was on stream last week with me, so last Wednesday. So if you check like the TCM channel, then you're all good. All right, hold on. Pops is awake, so let me give you your... She's just cleaning herself. You alright, Poppy? What are you doing? Hey? What are you doing? Want some food? Yeah, I thought so. Not yet though, in a little bit. In a bit. Yeah, she's like so awake now because I just mentioned the F word, which is not a rude word in this house. It's F-O-O-D, and then she starts going mental and like howling in the kitchen. So all good. Oh, what's up, Jason? How you doing? Hardware hacking course guy. Which both? No, this is different. The different Andrew. So Malware Cube is Blue Team Man, Andrew, and the other Andrew is IoT and Hardware Hacking Man. Both awesome, and I've had them both on stream recently, but they're actually different people. And I think both Canadian, so it's kind of like same name, same country, both work in security, but it's all good, all good. All right. Nice. What a result. Meeting got cancelled. That's it. That's what you need. Whoops. Okay, here's a question. If I asked you about a client-side redirect-based XSS in the context of a single-page web application, would that click to anything specific for you? What do you mean? What? I don't fully understand what the question is. Sorry. What's going on? But yeah, so, right. Client-side based redirects, cross-site scripting in the context of single-page web application. Yes, this happens every so often. And there's a PortSwigger lab on this, if that makes any sense. Like where the redirect is built from JavaScript, and it's then it like pulls it from the URL parameters. Is that what you're talking about, or something else? This is it. And probably only British people called Alex. Maybe we need like some more Alexes, which, you know, wouldn't be that difficult because my name's quite popular over here, I think. I know quite a few Alexes. Ah, okay. Yeah, actually, I cover that in my course with this like open DOM based crazy redirect thing. I've never seen that in the wild, to be honest. Like anything quite like that, where you're building the backlink based on JavaScript. With JavaScript based on the URL parameter, but theoretically, it could happen, of course. But I've just never seen it in the wild. That's all. So, all right, let's pull up another machine. What time? All right, so. Oh really? Is this? Are you sure? Maybe you misheard. I think this is fake news. What time are you streaming later, Adrena? And what's your stream on? Give us the deets and the link. I don't actually have the link to your stream, so send it to me so I can post it. And everybody here, all 20 people here can go and view. All right, let's take a look at this lab. Ah, no API. That's a shame. Paddling pool shoes. That's what I need. Oh, the vintage neck defender. This is classic. Aha. Okay. Well, I'll just point this out. This little welcome back. If you see this when you're on your when you're doing PortSwigger mystery labs, you know that probably you have SQL injection because this is the blind SQL injection trick. If that makes sense, it's on the session token. Yes, this needs to be practical web cat tester. Could do that. Definitely, there's definitely going to be some cat themed exams coming soon for sure. I finished building like Jurassic Park. Oh, fair enough. So no stream today, but we're gonna stream next week, I think, for sure. Get some hackers on stream. All right, let's see. 12203, and let's search for the welcome back, and let's auto scroll to match this, and then let's change this to like, let's just invalidate this like this, so we don't get it, and then we do get it. Okay, yeah, we've got SQL injection, so we can inject a single quote here and terminate the SQL statement, and we get this. And then if we do, for example, and 1 equals 1, we should get the same. And if we do and 1 equals 2, we don't get it. So we have blind SQL injection. Nice, that's what we like to see. Okay, let's check if this is... Ooh, so this is probably Postgres, because if this was MySQL, we'd need the extra space on the end, I think. Yeah, so I think this is Postgres. It might be... Maybe it's... Oh, being strangled by the cat. It might be... Is it going to be Oracle? Maybe. No, I don't think so. I think it's Postgres. So let's... how do we want to do this? We could either try and get some information out of the DB, or we could... Is there a login form? That's the question. Yeah, I think sometimes we have to log in as the administrator, so we might have to try and steal the administrator password. Okay, let's check the PortSwigger SQLi cheat sheet, because if I recall, all of the SQL injection labs are solvable using this cheat sheet, I think. So that's hey, don't spoil my new exams. This is yeah, get your dessert word lists ready. This is definitely a running theme. I kind of want to get the table name, but then we need like the substring. Could we just do substring straight off? Let's try... select password from users where username equals... Oh, is it going to be username or is it going to be user? Don't know. So I think we can we do this? Maybe. And substring this equals let's just do, in fact, this should work, whoops, like this. And then this probably, let's do greater than to try and get a positive response. No, that didn't work. I didn't think that was going to work straight off the bat. I'll think about this in a sec. Let me come back to the chat. Yeah, change your password to tiramisu1 for sure. Oh, I need like this, because otherwise that's not going to work, is it? Yes, that's it. Got to get those brackets right. Oh, you know what? I'm so happy that I don't have to go through and get all the table names, because sometimes in like the PortSwigger labs, it's like users like this, and like you don't know what the table name is, and you have to like figure it out, and it's really irritating. I mean, doable, but irritating. Okay, so let's do this, and let's send this to Intruder. I think that's the best way to solve this. And then let's do add here and add a character here. So, right, to explain what's going on, by the way. So we're injecting into the tracking ID, and if the statements are both true, it returns a positive result, and we get a change in the application behavior, which is the welcome back message. And if we get a negative result, if one of these things is false, then we don't get a welcome back message. So for example, if the tracking ID is wrong, we don't get a results back. So if we can invalidate this second statement, we know that something isn't true. So we can ask yes/no questions to the application. And we're going to fuzz this. So we're going to say, hey, we're going to select the password from users where the username is administrator. We're going to take the first character of that password with a length of 1 and say, hey, does this equal A? Does it equal B? Does it equal C? Does it equal D? And then on a positive result, we know that we've found the correct character, because both statements will be true, and it will reflect the welcome back message to the application. So this is conditional based blind SQL injection. Let's go to, we need cluster bomb, because we're going to iterate over every payloads. So like 1 to 20 with every variation. So like 1 A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 2 A, B, C, D, E, F, G, for example. So let's go numbers from 1. Let's go 1 to 30. And then 2, let's go simple list. And let's go A to Z 0 to 9. I really hope there's not characters, because we might have to cast it to ASCII or do like the Unicode thing. I can't remember how to do the uppercase, lowercase. Because when you do this comparison, like it's case insensitive, just a heads up. So you might extract a password, and some of those passwords might be like have different cases. And let's just go. Let's see. And then we want to filter on, right, there's 2 ways to filter. We can obviously like just filter for the welcome message and click apply, and then we get it. Or if you don't have Burp Pro, you can come to the settings, you can clear out the grep match, and you can just add it in here and click add, and then you get a extra column. Wait, why did that not happen? Where is it? Payload 1, payload 2. Where's my column for grep match? Maybe I need to do it beforehand. Let me close this and rerun the attack. Run. Don't know why that's not there. Okay, so usually what happens is... oh no, don't exclude HTTP headers. Okay, that's what we want to do. So, here, now I've found it. It's grepping for the word welcome, and if the word is present, then you get a 1 here because there's 1. If there were 2, it would be 2, and then obviously here there's none. So when you can't use this filter, because this filter is a pro-only thing, you can use this instead. So it's like a nice little trick that you can get the same result out of Burp Suite Community Edition. So let's put this back, and then this hopefully is the password. So let's do mousepad. So MBYROOEVW4B. I have a feeling this is going to be like case sensitive, which is going to be annoying. I have to figure out my payload. OVUKQ5. Yes, we got it. We win. We win the prize of cats. Hey, what's up, Andrew? How you doing? Good to see you. Of course. Whoops. Yeah, SQL injection on the lunch break. That's where it's at. Oh, and I think we'll do one more lab, and then we'll wrap it up for today. But it's been fun. It's been good. The cat's just staring at me. She's like, "When are you gonna feed me now? What's happening?" Let me just check into. Oh, hello, kitten. I'm just going to reply to this message. Oh, don't sit on my mouse, kitten. That's really annoying. All right. Okay. All good. She's kneading my head. Yeah, I mean, Elfie likes to lick my head sometimes. She'll just sit there and like clean my hair for some reason. I don't know why. Because she's crazy. You know, ginger cats are special. We all know that. They have like proper destroyed my chair. This was an expensive chair, and like, yeah, I can't have nice things with cats, unfortunately. Same with my curtains, full of holes. All right, this is loading. All right, so let's see what we get. So we've got, ooh, we might have XSS. Ooh, we might have some auth stuff. We might have injection here. Oh, there's so much to look at. Okay. Where to begin? That's the question. We don't get the infamous welcome back message, so that's something. All right, let's take a look. I might actually just clear this history quickly because we're going to have old stuff in here. Let's test this first. and have a look where we are here. Okay, so we're inside these HTML tags. So this. Hey, stop chewing the microphone, kitten. Yeah, looks like this is being escaped. And it's not because it's in these like quotes, because we're just inside this these h1 tags, which is fine. You can do stuff in there. Let's try yeah, this is being escaped. So no bueno. Oh no. I'm getting clipped. Is this the cat clips? Okay. Let's have a look at this. That, to me, looks like a JWT. Where's the other dot? There it is. We have a header, and we have a payload, and we have a footer. Why is that not being highlighted green? Do I not have my JSON Web Token plugin? Let me try this again. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So this might be a JSON Web Token lab, which is good. So let's send this to repeater. Whenever you do these labs, you always need to take this off. And then let's test this request. So we're logged in as Vina here. So let's try with the none algorithm. So when we're looking at like JSON Web Tokens, there's a bunch of things that we need to test. First, like, does the application process the token properly? Is it checking the signature? Is it using a weak signing algorithm? So in this case, we have like RS-256. We're probably not going to be able to crack this, so I'm not even going to bother trying. If it said HS, HS-256, can't remember, HS something something, then the key is just like a string, and so we could probably attempt to crack it. Can we change this? Like, let's actually try Carlos and send this and see what happens. Yeah, so see here we get sent to the login screen because we've invalidated the token because the signature doesn't match. And then if we change it back, we're fine. So can we tamper with the claims? So a nice trick is, can you change this to none? And just change this to Carlos. And that didn't work, unfortunately, but that's a nice trick. And if you do this here, you can do none signing algorithm, and it changes this. And then we can be like, hey, are we Carlos? As an interesting quirk is often if you use the none algorithm attack, you need to actually take off the signature and have it off there. So, but that didn't work either. Okay. We could try embedded in this JSON web key, which a JSON web key is like, well, it's a key. And then if we inject it as a header, we can then set the key ID, the kid, to that key. And then sometimes, so like here, if we change the key ID to the key that we supply, the application will be like, I'll just verify this token with the key that they gave me. So how do we do this again? We need to create a key, I think. New symmetric key, no, new RSA key. Lol. Ginger cats. Generates. And then this generates the key for us. And then if we come to embed JWK, RS-256, we select our lol ginger cats key. And then maybe we needed to change this first, I'm not sure. No, that didn't work. Let's try Carlos and then sign it. Yes, that did work. So make sure that you don't change your token after you've signed it, because obviously the signature needs to match the token. So yeah, it looks like we're logged in as Carlos here, which is nice. So we can then take this this token. So if we come back to here, grab this, come back to the application, come to the application, cookies, paste this in, refresh the page without the ID. We are Carlos. And then what do we need to do with Carlos? Maybe we need to change the administrator? I don't know. Need to do something. Yeah, the JWT editor plugin is really great. I use it quite a lot. So yeah, 100% recommend. It's a great, such a useful plugin for pulling off all sorts of attacks. Let's try being the administrator. So let's just come back here. Administrator, JWK, okay, send. Aha, yeah, okay. So we need to be the admin, and then I think we just delete Carlos's account. So let's come into the application. We'll just steal this. Come here. Admin panel. Bye-bye, Carlos. And we solved the lab. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, that was a nice little JWT lab to end on. I really like that one. There's also a really good one with the key ID. I think it also has like path traversal. It's like vulnerable to path traversal in the key ID. Can't really remember how to solve it, but all good. Yeah. I feel like the help desk must hate Carlos. Like every week he comes into work and he's like, oh yeah, my account's been deleted again. So you're right there, Ginger Cat. All right, I think we're gonna finish up there. The kittens need feeding. All you can see is legs because she's upside down, and then the other one is here. What are you doing, Pops? There we go. She's coming. They're going to sniff each other. So, all right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Much appreciated. Always good to catch up with you all. It's been a good week, and then I will check out the updated card for sure. I'm gonna give these kittens something to eat first, and then actually I've got a few things I need to wrap up at work anyway. So have a great evening, everybody, and catch you all next time.